The 90s, apart from the undisputed dominance of Alexander Karelin in Greco-Roman wrestling, were also marked by the emergence of freestyle wrestling legend Buvaisar Saitiev. Buvaisar Saitiev's star rose rapidly and was completely atypical for freestyle wrestling. At the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta, 21-year-old Saitiev became the youngest Olympic champion in freestyle wrestling in history. But it was no fluke, as Buvaisar outclassed his competitors in the weight class up to 74 kilograms in everything. In today's video, we will talk about this first Olympic victory of Saitiev, as well as the period of his competitive career preceding this triumph. The Chechen wrestler was rightly considered a prodigy at a very young age, and then when he moved to Krasnoyarsk to the famous coach Dmitry Mindiashvili, he began to progress even faster. However, the path to great victories was not so easy. In 1995, before the World Youth Championships, Saitiev was almost expelled from the national team for medical reasons. Doctors found out that he had an arrhythmia and even had to undergo a 2-week examination. But the arrhythmia soon disappeared and the coaches decided to test Buvaisar at a major international tournament. He coped with the task, winning gold. In the same pre-Olympic year, already at the Adult World Championships, the Russian freestyle wrestler won gold under even more dramatic circumstances. After a knee injury, he got to the final on injections, and right before the fight, he lost consciousness. The doctor who was giving him an anesthetic injection accidentally stuck the needle into the bone instead of the soft tissue. Fortunately, a few minutes before the final fight, Buvaisar regained consciousness, came out and won. At the 1996 Olympics, held in Atlanta, Saitiev was already a confident leader of the national team. As the wrestler himself later recalled, he realized that he was quite capable of fighting for gold, went to the mat with a crazy mood, but tried to restrain himself until the decisive fights. And at the same time, he confidently beat his opponents, in particular Alexander Leipold and Kenny Mundy, by a large margin. The outcome of the final bout with Park Jang-soon was at first glance a cause for concern. After all, the experienced Korean was the silver medalist of the 1988 Games in Seoul, and in 1992 in Barcelona he became the Olympic champion. But in fact, the final turned into a one-gate game. Saitiev was constantly attacking, while Park Jang-soon was defending, fighting back and enduring as best he could. Several times the Korean took pauses due to pain, although perhaps he was just trying to recover his strength. However, the Korean still could not stop the train named Buvaisar. Thanks to his effective actions, Saitiev still led in the score, and then increased the advantage, and the Russian won the gold medal, which was absolutely logical. Buvaisar himself honestly admitted that during the final he was not worried at all about the result, he was confident of victory. Briefly speaking about his future achievements in wrestling, during the next Olympic cycle Saitiev was invincible, dominating the World Championships and European Championships. And in fact, just imagine, in 5 years he had not lost a single bout. But there were some unpleasant surprises. In 2000 in Sydney, fate punished him for overconfidence in his own strength, leaving him without an award. Although such a blow had a positive impact on the wrestler, he added focus and professionalism, continued his career and won 2 more gold medals in 2004 and 2008, becoming a 3-time Olympic champion, and perhaps the greatest freestyle wrestler in history.